Hello, I'm Dr. Jeremy Ellis with Ellis Mobile Chiropractic, your no waiting room practice. I want to address a concept with you that will probably make a lot of sense. Let's talk about cars. I'm no mechanic, but we all know cars require regular and routine maintenance if they're going to work right. Oil changes, brakes, transmission fluid. Those are just some of the ones that I've had to deal with recently myself. If you don't take care of them, they may not start one day when you need to get to work, get the kids to school. God forbid, something much worse happens on the highway. Obviously, this is not a discussion about your car's maintenance, but rather to help illustrate a point that you've probably already seen coming. And you'd be right. Your body is a machine very similar to a car, only infinitely more complex. From the smallest to the largest system, every organ and gland must work together to create a perfect harmony. Think about the work that goes into maintaining high-performance stock cars. Hundreds of man-hours go into their upkeep so they can jockey for lead position at 200 miles an hour on race day. Unfortunately, many of us take our physical function for granted by giving our bodies only the minimal effort but expecting maximum performance. An old neglected pickup truck just won't stack up very well on the Texas Motor Speedway. Food, water, shelter, clothing, of course they're all required, but chiropractic care is critical too. Chiropractic's focus is to address the structure of the body, and by extension the nervous system. The brain is responsible for coordinating or outright controlling the actions of every cell, tissue, organ, and gland of the body. It does this by sending electrical signals down the spinal cord, off the large nerves of the spinal cord that exit the bones of the spine. These nerves then break down into a crazy highway that traverses the entire body, eventually connecting to everything. If you stretch these nerves out, they would span an estimated 60,000 miles. Not only does the brain send those messages out to the body, but then the body has to respond back to the brain. And if any part of this communication highway fails to work correctly, these messages can become distorted, interfering with the signals. Or worse, the signals can fail to be delivered altogether, leading to more serious health consequences. Distorted or missing messages may not seem like that big of a deal, but have you ever been on the phone with a friend and had the audio drop out for just a few seconds? This can make it pretty difficult to follow a conversation. So, you either have to continually ask them to repeat themselves, or you just must guess what you think they meant to say. Similarly, if a body system has to keep asking the brain to repeat instructions, it may end up failing to perform a needed job. In some cases, the body system may continue to overwork, leading to burnout. Think about running your car's engine so high that the tachometer stays in the red even for a couple of minutes. Yet some of us do this to our bodies for years or decades. Both of these circumstances can lead to serious metabolic issues that can gravely affect health. Here's where chiropractic care really shines. Chiropractic is unique in its view and application within healthcare. By focusing on the structural stability and function, we correct issues that can interfere with the communication highway between the brain and the body, restoring the body's God-given capacity to regulate and heal itself. This sounds simple, and in most cases it is, but your health requires you to act. Remember, even for those of us who take routine care of our cars, on average, they're only expected to stay on the road for about 8 years. We want your body to perform for you for a lifetime.